gentlemen, former PDC star, David Babyface Platt, heads up Dosh to present the Dosh Adriatic Friday Night Darts. Everyone's welcome. Every Friday night to play for cash, play for fun, the Sterling Adriatic Centre, WA. Everyone welcome, come on down. All money paid out on the night. Weekly JPA jackpot of $2.5 grand plus play your card.
What a game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. It is one apiece. Nino, Galunic, Tom Wiley. Two of the big heavy hitters of the Dosh Adriatic Friday Night Darts.
Electronic scoring on Darts Connect and the final streamed live on DSL. Each night we're going to host a round robin into knockout. Doors open at 6:30. Nominate by 7 o'clock for a 7:30 start. Gentlemen, former PDC star, David Babyface Platt, heads up Dosh to present the Dosh Adriatic Friday Night Darts. Everyone's welcome. Every Friday night to play for cash, play for fun, the Sterling Adriatic Centre, WA. Everyone welcome, come on down. All money paid out on the night. Weekly JPA jackpot of $2.5 grand plus play your card.
What a game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. It is one apiece. Nino, Galunic, Tom Wiley. Two of the big heavy hitters of the Dosh Adriatic Friday Night Darts.
Electronic scoring on Darts Connect and the final streamed live on DSL. Each night we're going to host a round robin into knockout. Doors open at 6:30.
Pretty good, Benno. Good. How about you, mate? Yeah, I think it's 28 in tonight, so not bad numbers. I mean, that's we class had a good night last year, and especially after a few weeks off. It's great to see the numbers coming back again. Yeah, so Leon Andrew, Clint Austin, Josh Borovina, Jack Bunworth, Liam Carlton, Garod Carmody, EJ Dryden, Craig Fairhead, Neil Francis, Nino Galunic, Killian Gibney, Cory Grenfell, Big Lindsay, Haji Ali, Rick Jenkins, Julie Lewis, Matt Moody, Simon Nurek, Alex Piper, Dave Platt. If you're missing Christmas, Spencer Santarometer is here. Santarometer, I believe it said, but anyway. Anton Sock, Damien Stack, Bob Turner, Dylan Walsh, Ros Watkins, Tom Wiley, Dion Wyatt, and Darren Yaxley. Solid field. Some, a lot of returning favourites and a new name or two. So I don't know if I've seen Santarometer there before, but going to be a good night. And plenty of strong players there that certainly going to make it an interesting night. Good to see Big Lindsay, Haji Ali, current Australian rep, coming back along again. Haven't seen him for a little while. Him and his mate EJ Dryden. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. Groups of 7 groups of 4 it is, by the way, with the top 3 I heard Platty say. Top 3 going through to a 21-man bracket of 32 with a few buys. So at least we know what's how many are going off, and I can't wrongly say that people are through or not through again, leaving those things in last year, eh? Yep. Looks like Group C looks like a pretty solid board. Dave Platt, Tom Wiley, EJ Dryden, and Liam Carlton. Some good players dispersed across some other boards as well. Yeah, certainly no easy boards there, and going to make for some interesting matchups and probably a surprise or two, I'd say. But we will see. Mm. Well, yeah, and Cory Grenfell was throwing just before him, so it is Group E. We're going to be streaming. I'm guessing. Can't imagine they'd be there warming up, unless they were playing that. Oh. Damien Murr in the Facebook comments. Good afternoon, lads. Good to see you, mate. Good evening. It's pretty quiet so far, to be honest. Not much happening in the comments. People are rolling in. Say g'day. Oh, Ben, you muted again. Mate. Oh. You're outputting? Well, I can hear. Rightio. Well, while Ben, I can hear what he's doing, but you guys can't. He's fixing it up, and we can get the game underway. Cory Grenfell, Garod, Carpentry. Cory with back-to-back 80-plus visits to open up, and Garod staying steady and consistent. Garod bangs in a ton and doesn't quite get him down to a finish, but brings him closer. Cory's plugging away. Oh, this is nice from Garod. Perfect setup to leave tops. Granted, it is after 18 darts, but with Cory back on 194, got to be happy with that. Oh, good setup from Cory. I've got you, Ben, yeah. Okay. All good. Well, I'm back live again. Yeah. Ben's still working away in the back there, trying to get things happening. Cory with some solid scoring. Garod consistent. Oh, but that's an awkward 22 there. We've got dartboard instead of player, Ben. And also scoreboard's frozen. Not that you have much else to do at the moment. Oh, there we go. Cory is plugging away well and down to 106 with his opponent sat back on 254. Exactly what he needed after, scrappy start to leg one. Leaves himself 64. Plenty of breathing room. Garod's still only down to 209, so Cory has plenty of opportunity, but would want to get it knocked over pretty soon from here. For tops. Ooh.
And I think I might be back. Hey. Yep. Miracle.
Hey, he's done it. Very, very good work, mate. Stressful situation, I'm sure. Cory for tops to send us into a last leg decider. Of course, there it is. But of course, we are at first of two legs, as per usual in the round robin stage and the beginning of the knockout stage. Nice, short, sharp, and cutthroat. Really got to pull out some good darts early on in these games if you're going to do well. And both players have been reasonably consistent and reasonably solid. but not blistering. Just doing enough to get the legs on the board. Well, Cory was quite solid in the previous leg, but Garod caught right back up.
And g'day everyone that's checking us out live on Facebook and YouTube. Shane Kelly jumps in for a look. Dwayne Gelby. I think Dwayne's still over east with the juniors, if I'm not mistaken. Timmy Matthews, Michael Ross, James Clark, Josh Gaunt, Luke Emmons. Stoney Barlow says something gone. Yes, something did go. It's back again now. Colin Jeffrey. Rawari Sisley, Landon Key, Maxine White, Marley Chadwick, Jack Bunworth, Stuart Campbell. Damien Muir says, one mic working. Thanks, mate. Got that now. Joshua Howie, Rory Harper, all concurring. And I wasn't actually muted. It was a different technical issue. Oh, big 140 there for Garod.
Really solid scoring.
Leaves the 60 pretty. I was throwing some nice straight darts.
Oh, very unfortunate visit there from Cory.
Oh, 20 for double 10. Boom.
Bang, bang. And Garod Carpentry gets his first win on the board. And, of course, with groups of 4, you're only playing 3 games. So, compared to some other nights where you might get a 4th or 5th game in perhaps, playing 3 games, you've really got to come out firing. But I suppose you have a bit of that buffer with 3 players going through. So Cory, if he wins his next 1 or 2, he should still have a chance at getting through.
Is it confirmed we got 3 going through? Did you hear that as an announcement?
I heard it as an announcement from Platty, but I may have misheard, but I'm pretty sure I heard it. I'm going to trust myself, back myself. Probably be wrong.
Yeah.
But
Back yourself in, mate, by all means.
But, I guess a little bit of a rough start for both of those guys, but Garod really came in strong in the last leg there. He had patches, and some patches of, not so great, but getting the win on the board really is all that's important at this stage. And I suppose if you're going to go down, at least you're not going down 2-0.
And just about to get game on, it should automatically change over. It does. And don't know, Declan, have you been an Orange is the New Black fan?
No, I've never watched it.
Well, the lead of the show is called Piper, and her girlfriend's called Alex.
Oh, well, there you go. I'm sure Alex Piper's parents had that all planned out.
Pretty hard to imagine that he could be the baby of 2 lesbians, but you never know. You never know.
Well, I mean, whatever he's the baby of, he started off strong here.
Damien struggled to rein his first darts in, flew a little high. Picks up a treble 20 there as he starts to ease into the match.
Dino Aldridge says, hey guys, how are you? We're going pretty good, mate. How about yourself? Damien's throwing very high to start us off tonight. He went off the ball with his first start, and he's gone quite up towards the tops there again in that visit. Left a bogey and has an awkward bit of congestion heading back to the waiting zone. But Damien's back on 235, so Alex has a bit of breathing room.
Interesting stat. Don't know if it's true or not that saw on Facebook the other day about Luke Littler's not left one bogey number in this whole year of darts. Not this
it was like
calendar year, but yeah.
Yeah, like 438 legs or something without leaving a bogey number. That's quite impressive. The throw of Alex Piper's quite interesting because most players will bring the dart back right close to their face before they lunge forward. Alex's dart's probably it's considerably far away from his face when he throws. So there's a lot of burst or burst energy that's got to come out to propel the dart forward as opposed to having trajectory to kind of progressively throw the dart. He's just got to elastically pop. Interesting. So far it's working for him. Well, a bit more than Damien's in this match, but 23 is a bit awkward. Double two. Double one. Oh. Tops. Double 10. Double 5. There it is. Did well to scrape through with the breaker throw there. As the darts now. Richo, James Richardson says, good morning, guys. Good morning to you too, Richo. Good to see you, mate.
Another mate that's playing in Q School, James Richardson.
Yeah, I'm ashamed to say that I have not paid enough attention to where Richo placed and was just looking it up. Unfortunately, Richo did not get through the first stage, so had a bit of an early week, same as my old man, James Bull Bailey. But it's tough. The amount of big games that happen in those early rounds is crazy, and especially if you're drawn into that first draw bracket where it's not a complete bracket. There's the top 5-12, and there's about 300 and something players. So there's a lot of players with buys, and that doesn't give you a point if you win in that round. So you've got to win 2 games to get a point if you're in that opening bracket. So it's tough. It's really dependent on the luck of the draw. Didn't go to plan, he says. It happens. Always next year, and there's always plenty of other options.
I imagine Richo would be playing the Challenge Tour, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I'd say
Ruthless
so.
James Richardson.
Yeah, yep, and player like Richo, there's definitely opportunities at Modus and things like that as well. ADC.
Well, we've seen a fair bit of him on Modus, and spectacularly him and young Josh having some belter games on there. Josh Richardson is the son of
Sorry, I have my window open and just realised rain was coming in. Give me a second.
If everything goes berserk, you'll know why.
Yeah.
62 for Damien Stack. Hits a single 10. 12 for Tops. And Tops doesn't quite go. Alex Piper with a look at a 137. We had the upper hand in the first leg, first half of it anyway. Tops now for Stack. Boom!
There we go. A game that got a bit scrappy, but Stack does get the win. 2-0 and starts his night off decently.
And well, we've got all your attention. We are live from Stirling Adriatic Centre. Got a bit of stuff coming up in 2025. Check it out. And I don't know if we're going to have time to run through the draw. I think the players might be... Oh, let's just do it, Declan. Just fly by the seat of our pants.
Rightio.
If I can get it up. Here we go.
There we go. Julie Lewis, Dion Wyatt currently topping Group A. Down in Group B, Rick Jenkins with the opening win. Only game played so far. Dave Platt, Tom Wiley with opening wins in Group C. Group D, Josh Borovina, Killian Gibney with the first 2 wins of the night on Group D. Group E is our streaming board, and we've seen Damien Stack and Garod Carpentry get opening wins. Group F, Nino Galunic and Dylan Walsh getting the first 2 wins on there. And Group G, Anton Sock over Craig Fairhead, the only game played there so far. And perfect timing as Damien Stack opens up the match with 58. Oh no, now they start. That was Garod throwing. Anyway, almost.
Ooh, 60 on the floor.
Richo says, would have been good to join Josh this year, but not to be, so we'll review what I do for 2025. Yeah, I mean, well, the PDC Tour was a place you frequented for a good few years there, Richo. You were one of the regular faces, and you've, had some time away from the PDC Tour, and in that time, Josh has come up and had his tour card and doing pretty well, and yeah, I'm sure it would have been a pretty cool thing to have you both on there at the same time, but it'll come, or well, if it doesn't, it's not meant to be, but I'm confident it'll come. You're certainly still a fantastic player and great to watch.
Well, I don't think Richo is in any kind of form slump. If anything, he seems to be playing some of the best darts of his life. The fact is, the standard's lifted.
Absolutely. Certainly an element of, random people watching Luke Littler last year and taking it a bit more seriously, and now a year on certainly would have improved, and even perhaps people that were quite decent seeing Luke Littler and improving even more.
It's not all Luke Littler. Luke Humphries has had an absolute belter of a year. And some new up-and-coming players as well. Dedeker. Josh Rock's not going anywhere.
Yep. It's certainly just the PDC Tour is really just a rising tide these days that is lifting all boats, and you've really just got to up your standard to compete, and it's not slowing down anytime soon.
And Josh is one of those new generation of players that has... look, Josh has thrown a 9 darter in a professional game of darts, so If you can do that, you can beat anyone, can't you?
Absolutely. Just give me 2 seconds. I realised I forgot to close another window when I was up before. I only closed one. Be back.
Big ass. 60 goes. 16 for tops. Hits the fat 16. Double chops. Oh, and he's just on top of that one. Garod. 28. Goes straight at the double 14. Outside, and inside. Fat 5, not what he wanted. He's going the 15 double 10, a la Luke Littler. And somehow, it seems like Luke has given players permission to go for whatever the fuck they feel like these days. Boom. Joe Comito's just jumped in for a look. G'day, Joe. Tobias Legg, Scott Collin, Michael Andre, Vic Headland, Geordie Clark, Shay Arnold, Lewis Fisher, Zach Harris, or Harries, Stephen Island. G'day, mate. Drazenko Barter, Rohan Perkins, Rochelle Michael, Egan Williams, Lewis Kirk.
100.
Good to have you all along. Don't forget, hit us up in the comments. If you say something, I'll probably read it out. Even you, Billy Buckless. And feel free to promote your own competition, whatever. We are totally unambiguous. Is that the right word? We don't give a shit what competition you come from or what you want to talk about. We'll as long as it's darts related, we'll say it. Even if it's not, we probably will.
I suppose agnostic is maybe the word you're looking for?
Yeah, that one.
Garod Carpenty's had a really good leg so far. 68 ton, 120 with a 60 on the floor. It was in there and wiggled its way out. 85 to leave 128. And now, was going 60 for the bullseye, but instead hits a 111 and a 19 to leave 88. Damien's way back on 355. Solid ton, though. Maybe too little too late, though. Garod with the one leg.
I thought the 48 was a 24, unfortunately, but he's set it up nicely with tops.
Yeah. Oh, another dart very high from Damien. He was like that in the start of the game. Or start of the last game, rather. 20.
And that wayward dart cost him a shot at a peg. And the way he's been hitting that first dart, treble 20 at critical times. Boom.
There you go. Solid from Garod. Some really, really good scoring there, and manages to get it done. Can be easy to fall into a trap when you're a fair way ahead of your opponent. Fall into a trap of thinking,
Damien was almost looking at the scoreboard in disbelief there. I don't know what the... I'm not, was that two legs gone that quickly? Surely not. Come on. Give me another one. No, I think it was looking at who was chalking or something like that, but that's what it... We just make up the narrative as we go along, whatever suits us.
Exactly right. Never let the truth get in the way of a good story. No, we're not quite that bad. We're not quite as bad as some of the media outlets out there. Some utter shit that goes on, eh?
Oh, too right. Right, quick run through, mate.
Julie Lewis, Del White, still the only two winners in Group A. Group B, Neil Francis, Rick Jenkins, the two winners. Group C, Dave Platt, Tom Wiley, still the only winners there. Group D, Josh Borovina, Killian Gibney, winners.
Josh, 77 average.
Yeah, not bad. Garod Carpentry, Damien Stack, the winners on our stream board. Garod getting the second under his belt, with Damien just maintaining that one. Group F, Nino Galunic, Dylan Walsh, the two winners there. And Lindsay Haji with a ton average in his first game. And Anton Sock, the other winner there.
Just, matches played only one, sorry. I was looking at the win-loss ratio and thought that he'd lost a game there, but he hasn't. It's legs lost and one. Got ya. 1-2 straight on your lens with 100 average. Boom. Look, first to two, 100 average is a pretty reasonably doable. I'm surprised we haven't seen more, but nice to crack the ton out of the blocks. And
for sure. Well, look, a ton, 100.2 average is 15 dart leg, and you could hit back-to-back 15s, you could hit a 14 to 16, something around that. When you're playing at the level that we know Lindsay Arjali can, he's an Australian rep. It's like you said, it's pretty achievable in a best of three game.
Well, once upon a time, we used to have a game on Dartstream Live called Challengers Board. Remember that, Declan? So players had registered jump in. I think we limited it to 16 players or something like that. And
I think it was 10 or 12. I think it was not 16.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe you're wrong.
Anyway, I think, was it Justin Miles got a record average of 138?
Something insane. I don't quite remember the number off the top of my head.
130 something. If Justin Miles is watching, he will remember that and he'll know. He'll be able to fill us in with what that was. But
you probably have it tattooed.
Probably.
Alex Piper opens up with an 85. He started his first game quite solid as well. Still quite intrigued by the throwing action. I just feel like it'd be a bit harder to have reproducible, consistency. But
fairly wristy, isn't it?
Well, there's just so much less of a path of travel for the arm. I don't know. It seems to work for him, but of course, it's all about whatever you're comfortable with.
We'll just have a look at the shot itself. It's great to have new players on the stream, though.
Absolutely, keeps it interesting, and
different actions to watch. And look, you see a lot of different darting actions around the country, particularly in older players. There's some weird and wild ones, isn't there?
Yeah, for sure. And I guess it keeps it. That's one of the things that makes darts an interesting sport. Is no two players really throw the same. Everybody's got the thing that makes their throw unique, and you can see some wacky throws on players that are bloody brilliant, and it's good to see.
Angela Fairman has jumped in for a look. G'day, Ange, and our sincere condolences to you on the tragedy that befell your family this year. It's horrible news to hear.
Back-to-back tons there for Cory. Puts himself on 154. Alex would like to leave a finish. 5 makes that quite awkward without a treble. 192. Could go for bullseye. Should go for bullseye, really. When the 18s, blocked by the flight from our perspective. And it was a single. So Cory will get 6 darts at 154. The first 3 being 44. Treble from Piper. 54 would be fantastic. Oh. Still brings him down to 90. He is back ahead of his opponent. Oh, just inside the single 15.
And it was a
there.
cracking effort, and
Yeah.
Piper's got his work cut out for him here. He's in. Same target, double 15. They're both outside.
Some people might disagree with intentionally leaving double 15, but it is throwing straight at the target that you're comfortable with in the treble 20 and making up for it on the double. It hasn't worked for either on this occasion. Whoa, neither's double 4. So Alex still on 30.
Boom.
There you go.
No problem there.
I don't know how clearly that's coming through in the on the stream, but I can hear the Squid Game theme song going on in the background. I don't know who's listening or watching or what. You know, whistly theme tune.
Solid
Back-to-back
throw
tons. Sorry, you go.
I was just going to say exactly what you said. Very solid throwing from Cory, the back tons there.
Yeah.
Got a fair idea what he's going to go for this time.
Well, 140 would be fantastic to leave himself on a finish after 9 darts. Well, he goes down the bottom.
No, he's still there. Oh, it does, sorry. Oh, well.
Hey, you said you were...
Not
you
exactly.
said you knew what he was going for, but you
No,
certainly
no.
didn't.
I didn't. I don't know shit, apparently. Jason Maldo says, nah, can't hear it, just hearing the thud of the darts. I can't hear it either, Declan.
Maybe I've got it cranked up too high. Or maybe I'm imagining things.
Maybe it's coming from somewhere else. Maybe you've got it running in the background.
The man in a suit's going to turn up and ask me for a game of duck G.
I've never watched Squid Game, but I can imagine what you're talking about.
Fair enough. Really, it's just surprising you never watched Squid Game, mate.
Oh, my son or stepson's talked about it and said I'd love it, and I just never have.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think I switched it on once and there was a shit bit on or something. I don't know. There was something and I was like, oh, I'm not going to get into this, I don't think. But
Fair enough.
I'm going to get into this 130 though.
Yeah. Alex has set up the 170 as well.
60 for bullseye. 60 doesn't go. Probably go down the bottom. Does.
Off into the 5s and the 1s. Hits the treble on the last start though and brings him down to a 104.
Tom Hunt reckons it's Simon Urich watching in the background, watching the Squid Game.
Well, he was on his phone and had it up to his ear, so quite what possibly could have been. Bullseye for Cory. Ooh. Now Alex Piper has a chance at 104 for the match. Despite having been behind in both legs when getting down to a double. Interesting. Oh.
Well, Cory didn't do a lot with those first 2 tons to open the leg here, did he?
No, it's a shame. He's gotten down to the double.
Failed to hit a treble since.
And he had 33 there. Wanted a 5 or a 1. Splits the middle and it's a 20. on a triple five. He just wanted the single. This is a very unlucky game.
Golden opportunity here for Piper.
Yeah.
I better open that up because he might not go where I think he's going.
Tops
25
now.
on the board. Boom!
Oh,
He's taken it. He's stolen the game.
Wow. Alex Piper might not have had the strength in the scoring early on in either of those legs, but certainly had the fine finishing to get
Cory's
the job done when
shaking
Cory
his head as he
Grenfell
walks up.
couldn't.
Yeah, he's shaking his head. He's mystified.
Just one of those games, I suppose, and being that best of three cutthroat format, not much you can really do if you don't come to the party early on.
Righto, let's do a run through.
Yep, so there we go. 2 games finished, each player on Group A, and it is Julie Lewis, Dion, Wyatt, both undefeated. They'll play each other next. Neil Francis and Rick Jenkins, the 2 winners on Board B. Group C, Dave Platt, Tom Wiley, again, both undefeated and will play each other last up.
Bloody's up on the 84, nearly 85 average.
Oh, very good indeed. Group D, Josh Borovina, Killian Gibney, and Spencer the Santarometer all got wins. Group E, Garod, Carpentry, Alex Piper, and Damien Stack, the 3 winners. With Cory Grenfell still not yet to get one. Dylan Walsh, Clint Austin, Nino Galunic, all with wins under their belt. Jack Bumworth yet to find one. And Group G, Lindsay Haji, still only having played that first game, still sits on the 100 average, with Simon Nurick and Anton Sock having 1 win apiece out of 2 games played each. So getting around that halfway point to, I suppose, maybe 3/4 point, getting towards the pointy end where the games really start to matter, and we're going to see some of the best starts coming out before we head into the knockouts. And Stack Attack, Robert Owen says, "What's up, you sexy buggers?"
Oh,
Good to
here
see
he
you,
is.
Stack Attack. Great performance at the Worlds, and
He played well, didn't he?
yeah, absolutely fantastic to see. And well, good to see you jumping in. Say g'day, mate. Glad you still remember us now that you're a big and more famous dart player.
Yeah, it was. It's a real credit to him. He put his head down. He talked about it, and we talked about his plans on Dartstream Live back in the day, and he recently made the decision to back himself and go in, and his family support, wife, and I think it's 3 daughters. I could have that wrong, but his wife just said, "Look, I think you should go for it. You're good enough," and backed him in and just said, "I'll carry it from here. You hit the board and do your thing." And he's done it, and he's really proven her right.
Yeah,
Had his health battles too with a busted up leg and that for a while. So, come through all that and come through shining. And look, you get through a few rounds of the Worlds, and it's your whole career is a different animal all of a sudden because the prize money's bigger and it sets you up for the next couple of years, doesn't it?
Exactly. It's it's certainly a big opportunity to get the money on the board, and if you're on the Pro Tour and you're sort of lower in the rankings and struggling to find points in the floor events, you're not going to get to the TV events where the real money comes. And so, if you get into the Worlds, it's a really big opportunity to get that TV event. And certainly a catapult, as it were, in the careers of a lot of players.
Well, you look at Simon, for example, didn't qualify for the Worlds this year for the first time in a long time, and cost him his tour card.
Yep. Well, he was struggling for quite a while in a lot of events, and I suppose failing to qualify for the Worlds was also a consequence of that. But yeah, you're right. If he had been in the Worlds and got 2 wins up, it would have saved his tour card.
Oh, Stack Attack in the comments said, "Remember the early mornings, lads, don't worry. Help me on my journey, and my knee is still busted up, waiting on a 3rd operation now." I didn't notice him hobbling around up on stage. It looked okay, but oh, that's a shame to hear.
Yeah, for sure.
Really,
Glad you're still able to power on and do what you're doing. Yeah, hopefully you're all sorted soon.
Obviously, you don't throw darts with your leg, but it makes a difference, makes a hell of a difference. I broke my foot the start of this year, or last year I should say, 2024, and it really affected my darts in a big way.
Yeah, well, I mean, in order to have a solid and consistent throw, you really need good balance and you know, your stance is crucial. And you got something going on with your ankle or your knee or any part of your leg, and it's going to throw it off and can really have a big impact.
For me, it was more to do with it because it was my left leg. You don't really stand on that; you're just using it as ballast. But it was just the energy I had for the game. I think that threw me off.
Yeah, fair enough. You got the muscle memory and you know what you're doing, and then it changes. Yeah, makes sense. Oh, awkward 30 there for Alex Piper, but he has still left to finish, the 151. Garod Carmody will be really wanting to pin a ton here. Switches to the 19s. 96 would be just as good. 90, still pretty decent. Leaves 126. 151 for Piper. .24 leaves on 27. Really not the visit he wanted there, especially with Garod doing this. Bullseye! Oh. 127 would be huge. The 60. 17.
Oh!
Does the hard part, misses the easy part.
Here's
Not
shades
the
of
first and won't be the
Jed
last.
Nethercott in that throw there.
You know Jed Nethercott?
From darts, yeah.
He's
Just from us
South
streaming
Aussie.
him. Yeah.
Oh, did we stream him? There we
Yeah.
go. Right.
Licky McNethercott.
Now remember, yeah. Licky McNetherasian.
That's the one.
Oh God. Yeah. Double 16 for Garod. Leaves himself double 9. It's awkward, but it's also awkward for Alex Piper up on double 5.
Three for double 1. Double 4. Ooh, he's bust that one.
Double 5.
Splits it.
Made it, I suppose, even more awkward now. Double 3 rather than double 9, but double 5 for Piper. Again.
It's a reasonable side. It doesn't help him, but it gives him some confidence at it. Sneaking up. And pops it low. Garod split this on the 2s, or does he go straight at it? Garod, I should say. We got it right and
Double
forgot
1.
over Christmas.
Oh, you got it right earlier on.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things, the instinctive reaction. I'm sure he doesn't give a shit.
Well, he didn't even mention it for 6 months, so.
Yeah. Making it really awkward. We've hit the 13 visits or 39 dart point
What?
now. Yeah, what?
Is he? I think he's looking
He
at the wrong
thought he's
score.
got 6. Oh,
He
no.
thinks he's got it too. He thinks he's got it.
Oh,
Oh, we've got to have a look at his face. Oh, I missed it.
Dude. Oh. really thought he was going to pit it then because he'd be so pissed off. There we go. Garod gets it done. 43 darts, that leg. And now I can read and answer Robert Owen's comment. Well, anyways, what does everyone think about me partnering up with Damo for the World Cup? He lives in Wales now, so won't hurt. Two people who live in Wales play for Australia. I think I saw you comment that somewhere, Rob, and I read it and I thought, mate, keep it up and you'll bloody be playing for Wales in the World Cup. You know, Gezzy's tumbling down the rankings. You know, you're sneaking up there, mate. You could be there soon. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the Aussie pairing as the World Cup. I guess, you know, if an Aussie gets a tour card over the next few days, Simon and Brando are in contention, you know, could make it interesting. They'd probably default to that. And if not, I guess it'd have to be DPA number one. It's what happened with the New Zealanders for quite some time. Is that Jose de Souza playing, says Jason Marto.
He's referring to the miscount, of course.
Yeah. Alex going for the wrong score. Do you think that's affected Alex coming into this leg? He's certainly not scoring as much as Garod is. And Garod did end up scraping through that leg.
You got to know it's going to have some effect on poor Kedy's first time on stream. They've got the big screen TV there in the venue so everyone can see it. And whether they're watching it or not's another thing. But it's just you all of a sudden start to become self-conscious. And as a dart player, it's the last thing you want to do. You want to have all your consciousness up there on the target, none of it back on yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you don't want the... Yeah, there's a heightened level of awareness, and I mean, if he was conscious then, just wait till he watches it back and the two commentators are laughing at him, you know?
Oh, no.
Sorry, Alex, when you watch this back.
Yeah, you're a bit of a dick there, Declan. Yeah, it's all you.
Yeah, it was all me. It happens. Everyone does stupid things like that, silly things like that. You know, it happens. Don't stress about it. Let's come back again next week. And
I infamously pegged out the wrong double in a grand final and celebrated, and it was as a miscount and a bust, and opposition player came back and won the grand final very next shot.
Well, Josh Kime used to tell me a story about his big miscount in the Australian Youth Singles Championship against the late, great Kyle Anderson back in their day. And Josh, I don't remember what he had left, but he checked it out, but he'd actually miscounted. And Kyle went on to win the match, play the World Cup, and, well, the rest was history.
Double 10 for Garod. Outside. That'll help him. Sneaking up on it. Ooh.
Just outside.
Boom.
Just inside. There you go.
Oh, he's celebrating his average. That's what he's checking out the averages and just thinking, yeah, he's Oh no, maybe he's through. No, he's not. Well, speaking of through, we can see who is where on the draw at the moment. If we do a bit of this.
Yeah, well, Leon Andrew is through in third position with Ros Watkins failing to get a win tonight. Dion Wyatt, Julie Lewis playing each other last but guaranteed to be top two. Group B, still 2 games to be played, with Neil Francis, Rick Jenkins being the only 2 to get wins. Either Matt Moody or Bob Turner will go through. Group C, Tom Wiley is undefeated. Dave Platt having lost just 1, but averaging 10 points higher in the night than Tom. And EJ Dryden gets in 3rd with 1 win over Liam Carlton. Group D, Josh Borovina, Killian Gibney currently leading, and Spencer Santaromita as well, with Darren Yaxlett to get a win. Everybody's still got 1 game left on that board. Garod Carpentry is undefeated tonight on our streaming board. Damien Stack and Cory Grenfell now. And, well, Alex might have been celebrating because he's provisionally through, unless Cory Grenfell can get the win here. Group F, Dylan Walsh, Nino Galunic and Clint Austin. The 3 going through, with Jack Bumworth failing to pick up a win tonight. And Group G, Lindsay Haji has dropped 20 points off his average just for playing a second game, but he's still on an 80. So still pretty solid and undefeated so far. Anton Sock, Simon Nurek, the other 2 to get wins on that board. Craig Fairhead still has 1 game to try and sneak in, although his leg difference makes it pretty tough. I was thinking when we were talking about what Alex Piper might have been celebrating about, maybe he was celebrating he didn't have to score the last game.
Well, he would definitely be celebrating the fact that he's still in with a chance of getting off his board, I'd imagine.
Yeah, yep. But I don't know if he would have been able to see that. I don't know. Do the iPads show that game by game? I don't think so. I think they just show
you can put it up there, I think. I don't know, but...
I don't play enough darts.
Little gift for you, Chris Bradley. Boom. Who's that guy? We missed Damien Stack's 140 for that.
Oh, God. Stephen Ireland, Garod, good A-grade pickup. He's nearly as red as me. Yeah, but he's not as angry as you look, Stephen. Sandra Rance, do you have many ladies playing? I should say. Yeah, there's a couple.
There's 3 tonight.
3,
I think,
yeah, yeah. So Julie Lewis and Ros Watkins are on Group A, and
no, only the 2.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we have a few ladies that play pretty regularly, and I think. Ladies that go through into the knockout stage get a free entry the next week.
Yeah, if you get off your board, you're free entry for the next week. It's a good idea.
And has happened a few times.
Sorry. Grenfell 108. Yeah, Julie's been off a board a couple of times. Roz has been off a board.
Yeah.
Oh, low on the 10s.
Oh, man.
Oh, 18 for 17 on the board. So he's muffed it. Chris Bradley in the comments says there's only 2 Ben Hunters, referring to Cory Grenfell's twin-like beard.
God. It's quite similar. Quite possible it was inspired by you.
Well, you never know. Oh, again misses the fat first dart.
Oh, wow. Damien Stack loves the neighbour's house.
Cory Benfeld, fat 3.
God. 7. Oh, and it becomes awkward now. Double 4. Oh.
It's double seven. The number 7 is obscured by the dartboard, but I assure you that's what he was going for.
Getting closer. Ooh. I think Chris is telling Cory Grenfell that he should have gone for an 18, not a 10. Gets it done anyway, though.
I just hope Facebook servers are up for the beating that they're going to get. Now they've got their arch nemesis / superstar Chris Bradley on the case.
I reckon in 10 minutes' time, Chris will have posted more comments than we'd have had previously in the entire stream. Solid start to the leg, really, for Cory. Stephen Ireland says swap shirts and it'd nearly be MVG versus the Nuke. I mean, Stacky's bald, but I mean, everybody says that Luke Littler looks older than 17, but don't know if he's quite Cory Grenfell old looking. Chris Bradley says Ben Hunter for 2025 Ali Pally. You probably never heard, Chris, the story of Ben Hunter's triumphant entrance into M8JK's handicap league. Went along and had some really solid averages, 170 finish, and won the comp for the night. Just on his first appearance, and then turned up again and didn't go quite so great, but
blew it.
There you go, Ben. I'm sure that's a weight off that the story got told and you didn't have to be that guy to say it.
I know. Thanks, Declan.
Anytime, mate. It's like that picture of Willie Borland standing in the crowd at a darts comp and I think it's his missus holding up the sign. Did he tell you about his 9 data?
Oh, Cory has he's gone with the bullseye anyway on the 170 finish and picked it up just to say coulda, woulda. Tops now, well, 80s, 80
Tops,
left,
tops.
Probably, perhaps, who knows?
Now it's tops. Bit low. And now Damien Stack on 88 has a pretty good opportunity. 18 for the bullseye. He's on. Ooh. Wow. Cory Grenfell letting another opportunity fall into the lap of Damien Stack. 9 for tops. No issues finding the big number now. Oh. Chris Bradley, we need to keep Cory Hunter on the stream for all his games. I mean, we stream the same round robin board in the entire stage. So there you go. Cory Grenfell has won. But, yeah, you missed 2 other games of his, mate, so you can do some rewinding and watching. But, hey, if he keeps playing like he is, we might see him again later on in the knockouts. Well, he's qualified, but, you know, we might see him on the stream board.
You never bloody know. Never bloody know.
Actually, has he qualified?
I don't...
That was his first win.
Yeah, but he only needed one win.
2-0.
Hey,
yeah.
let's just do this officially.
Yeah.
We'll run through the draw.
Yeah, I think he scrapes it by 1 leg, but...
I don't think it's the leg. I think it's the average that'll get him over the line there because...
Well, we'll get there. Dion, Wyatt, Julie Lewis, Leon Andrew, the three through from Group A. So Julie Lewis should be getting free entry next week. Group B, Neil Francis, Rick Jenkins, Matt Moody, the three going through with places to be decided by the game between Neil and Rick. Tom Wiley, Dave Platt, and EJ Dryden, the three through from Group C. Three through keeps tripping me up. Group D, Josh Borovina, Spencer Santaramita, and Killian Gibney definitely through. Darren Yaxley failing to get a win, can't get off the board. And now Group E is our stream board, and there we go. Garod Carmody in top, undefeated. Cory Grenfell, Alex Piper, Damien Stack, all through. All on one win. Cory Grenfell is one leg better in the leg difference than the other two. Alex Piper and Damien Stack are dead even. Damien Stack has the higher average, and typically in these situations, the average is used to split them down the middle. For some reason, Dart Connect doesn't like that and splits them some other way. But my understanding is Damien Stack will be the one through over Alex Piper due to the higher average. We'll leave that to Mr. Babyface himself to decide. Dylan Walsh, Nino Galunic, and Clint Austin, the three through from Group F. Jack Bumworth failing to pick up a win. And Group G, Big Lindsay has rounded out his round-robin campaign with a 78 overall. I think that's the highest. Simon Nurick, Anton Sock, and Craig Fairhead failing to pick up a win. Actually,
there's still a game to go. There's still a game to go. So Simon and Craig still have to play each other.
Yep.
So, you'd think Simon's going to go through anyway, given the average difference.
Yeah, so a 2-0 win for Craig would put him dead even with Anton, but Anton's 20 points higher in the average. So you'd say Anton's through and Craig is not in that case. Simon has a much better leg difference. Oh, no, because if he lost 2-0, they'd all be on the same leg difference. But yeah, again, average. So you'd say it's pretty safe that that's your three. There we go. We got a bit of downtime.
Yeah. Well, before we get too far into it, let's not forget to promote Sterling Adriatic Centre, the wonderful venue that we are having darts at tonight. It's not just a dart room. The room that you're seeing that we're playing darts in is one room out the back towards the bowling alley. Massive, big indoor bowling green there. Bowling blue it is actually. And there's another function room that we have played the ADC events in, Declan. Massive, big, it's a ballroom with a stage, really. It's multi-function room, but dresses up real nice. If you want to book that for an event, there's a number of different areas around that venue that you can book. They got a massive big kitchen. They got a smaller kitchen as well that you can use for smaller functions. Fully licensed bar, great service, and catering available as well. So if you're looking for somewhere to have a wedding, party, anything in 2025, this is your joint.
Yeah. I just read there Gary Anderson was at the Sterling Adriatic, just not the one we know.
Oh, righto. Hey, Jason Marto says there's a pinball function there next Friday to Sunday. One week I was at the Adriatic Centre doing a bit of work on the camera system there, and they were setting up for this pinball thing. I was thinking, what the hell is a pinball weekend all about? Went in there, and no word of a lie, the whole room was decked out with top quality pinball machines that looked like they were brand new from the 70s. Or like the room was full, and they had massive speaker system there and all sorts of stuff going on. I don't know if it's a pinball competition that runs all weekend or what it is, but it attracted a massive big crowd, and it was a huge event. So even if you're if you're a bit of a pinball wizard and want to have a crack, find out what's going on down there and get amongst that, because it's a bloody great comp.
Yeah, well, I think there's quite a niche but large market in like retro arcade machines and pinball and that kind of thing. Like, it's just cool shit to have in a man cave or or whatever.
It was definitely old school. Pull the thing, pinball machines, paddle, and I think back in the day when pinball parlours were big. So I'm talking back in my day, Declan, before Pac-Man was even a thing. Ladies would quite often choose their man by his prowess on a pinball machine, and I don't know, I can sort of see the logic there, but
oh god, how do I know you can take it somewhere?
Billy Aiken will know what I'm talking about. And open to anyone, Jason says. So check out the Sterling Adriatic Function Centre Facebook page for more details on that one. Next Friday to Sunday, pinball comp open to everyone. And obviously we just need to finish one more game off. Simon Urick, Craig Fairhead there. I don't know what board that's on. Nino Galunic is still... No, they're just warming up. Are they?
Looks like Neil Francis, Rick Jenkins still to play as well. No, it's the only game.
Maybe we should flick around and see if we can find it. I don't know.
Oh, they are 1-0.
Are they? Yeah, righto. One leg to go. And we'll just
throw the scoreboard up, I guess, and have a squiz. But
why not? All right, I'll find him.
But yeah, been a big, a big week of darts in the whole darting world, really. It's pretty much one of the biggest international opportunities in darts, the Q School, PDC Q School. We caught up with a bunch of the guys that have been headed there on last Sunday. Had a great chat to Brandon Weaning, Mason Whitlock, the big rig Ben Robb, and my old man James Bailey. As Neil Francis goes up for 88. Covering up yourself there, Ben.
Yeah, it's easy. Then I can pick my nose, do what I want. All the eyes are on you, Declan.
Fair enough.
Trying to keep it a little classy.
Yeah. It was interesting the way that it panned out with Q School. Pretty much all the Kiwis went to Germany for the European Q School, and all the Aussies went to UK Q School. Obviously, the way that the Q School system works, we talked a bit about it on Sunday, is basically... There's the two events, UK and Europe. If you're from the UK, you go to UK. If you're from Europe, you go there. If you're anywhere else, pick your poison, really. And there's the debate between, UK's the harder comp and Euro's easier, the different players. But Euro's also got more cards on offer these days. But the Aussies thought, we'll just stay here and give it a crack. I mean, if you're going to play good players and win, you got to do that wherever you go.
Yeah, well, you don't have to play in England if you're from England. You don't have to play.
I thought that was the ruling.
No, it's not. Well, you asked the question and didn't listen to the answer, obviously, Declan. Because
no.
Oh,
no. So I asked Mason, because they're UK, like they're living in the UK, but they are Australian. Did they still have the opportunity? And Mason said that they could have gone to either, but
right. Just
because they're living in the UK, I think it's if you're like born in the UK or if you're a UK citizen, you have to play in the UK.
Serious?
I'm pretty sure that's been a thing forever.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
so they play as Australian players. Got you?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So, yep. My apologies for doubting you, Declan.
It's all good, mate.
I was a bit of a dick right then. I thought I'd got him on one, and I hadn't. But damn it.
But yeah, a bit of an unfortunate week for the Aussies in the UK Q School, the first stage. Brandon Weaning and Simon Whitlock did get to skip into the second stage, but my old man and Mason Whitlock had to battle it out in the first stage, and unfortunately, don't think Mason managed to pick up a single point. I think Dad got 2 points, but it wasn't enough in the end. And
that's not to say Mason played bad though. Like he was
No.
throwing 90 averages and stuff against dudes. So he played well. It's just unfortunate for him, and it's the way it goes in these things.
Yeah, for sure. And Jack Shepherd in New Zealand, or from New Zealand rather, in Germany, had a really good opening day. I think he picked up 1 point on the first day. I think he had 2 or 3 wins, and just the way the draw went, that only meant 1 or maybe 2 points, and struggled after that with the big rig Ben Robb having the opposite. I think he struggled on the first day and really opened up the next 2 and got through pretty highly ranked, and has come out even stronger in the main stage.
Yeah, so he came out finals last night, in the top 16, lost 6-5 to Jimmy, and 87 average on that one. So he's still throwing great darts, just didn't quite get the win there to go through to the quarterfinals. But top 16, handy.
Yeah, for sure. So the way that it works from here is outright winner in either the UK or in Germany gets a tour card automatically. From that, then there's a handful of other tour cards that get handed out based on an order of merit. So I think Big Rig is in the top 12 of the order of merit now, quite highly ranked, and so provisionally has a tour card in Germany. So if he can keep a consistent performance the rest of the way through, or pick up a win on one of the days, he will have a card. And Brandon and Simon are in good positions. They're not in the provisional spots, but they're certainly not out of them.
And just having a look live as we speak, Brandon Weaning is 1 up on Dylan Dowling in the top 128. You know what? I should bring that up, shouldn't I?
Yeah, might as well. I'm just looking at the results of the Euro Q School, and unfortunately the big rig has fallen in the first round to Rasandik Tomislav. Oh, Tomislav Rasandik, sorry, it's last name then first, but big rig had a 92 average to Tomislav's 87 and lost 6-5.
Oh.
Tough lines for the rig.
Okay, well, barracking for Brando at the moment. So Simon's in this one as well, isn't he? With Brando?
Yeah. Yep. He'll be there.
Yet to play. So there's nothing else to bring up really as far as that goes for us.
Yeah, so the way that time zones work out, Germany starts 2 hours ago. The UK started an hour ago.
And we're just waiting for the draw for the knockout round for our Sterling Adriatic Friday night darts.
Indeed. Shouldn't be too much longer.
Yeah, they're just... Oh, it's up. Okay. Boom. Nice. I'll just drag this across so we can see it. And let's have a look.
Cool. Dion Wyatt gets the bye through to play the winner of Killian Gibney, Damien Stack, who are playing on board 1. Neil Francis and Dave Platt both get byes to play each other in the second round. Josh Borovina through to play the winner of Simon Nurek and Matt Moody. And Garod Carpentry through to play the winner of Nino Galunic, Anton Sock. Rick Jenkins through to play the winner of EJ Dryden, Clint Austin, which I believe is on our streaming board. Lindsay Haji will take on Julie Lewis in the second round, with both having byes. Tom Wiley through to play the winner of Cory Grenfell and Leon Andre. And Dylan Walsh and Spencer Santaromeda through to the second round to play each other.
And I was just double checking in case there was matches up. Why is it showing the round robin? Brackets on the wrong bracket. No. I got a problem.
There's no matches up yet. If that,
Yeah, maybe that's why.
yeah, it's opened up to the round robin. Yeah, that'll be what you. Yeah,
I just
All
saw players chucking and I thought, oh, I hope we haven't missed the start.
Nino Galunic throwing.
Doesn't look like they've started.
No,
they're not game faces. Oh, hang on, there. It looks like they might be throwing for bull. Oh no, okay.
No, they're not playing each other. Nino's drawn against Anton Sock. Garod has a bye. Oh, Platty's just making the announcements now. I can hear in the background.
Oh, okay. Actually, I might put some audio up, see if we can hear that. So I didn't hear who was on our board then, but
Pretty sure it's EJ Dryden and Clint Austin on number 5.
you could be right.
Of course, mate.
I didn't. Sorry, did I say I think you could be right? I know you're always right.
Jeez, mate. People might think I'm your wife if you talk like that.
Hey, anyway, I think you sort of touched on it before. Spencer Santarometer, or how do you reckon it's actually pronounced?
Santa Ramita, I'd say.
Santa Ramita? Yeah, righto. But it's the speculation on what a Santarometer could possibly be. A tool for measuring perhaps when Santa's coming.
Yeah.
How many presents you're going to get on the Santarometer? Sorry, what are you going to say?
I was going to say massive window for a bad joke there. But anyway, indicates when Santa's coming.
Ah, good, yeah. You know, I've not even had a beer tonight, Declan. Might be about time to start.
Fair enough, up to you, mate. I'm stone cold as well, actually. But I suppose I'd say I don't drink a fairly significant amount of the time. But
conversely,
go for it, mate. Get into it, and you'll be warmed up, prime in time for the final.
Yeah, right. They're still warming up, so I'll go grab one. All
Sounds
three.
good. Poppers Marcos, Happy New Year to all. Great year to come. Absolutely it is, mate. Happy New Year to you too.
I'm not going to disappear because the warm-up scoreboard came up, mate, so just make sure that comes up.
Good. There you go. Took a little bit for it to kick in, but both players playing on the 19s. Interesting. EJ switching up to the 20s and has a much better visit. Clint making a similar move and finding similar success. Big ton 40 there for EJ. Sets up 124 after 15. Not a bad leg.
100.
And an update. Brandon Weaning is 4-0 up on Dylan Dowling. Has 152 for a 5-0 win. Sorry, it's first to 6. Well, 152 for 5-0 lead. First to 2 though here, still in the knockout stage of Sterling Adriatic Friday Night Darts. 20 on the board, 48 and single 16, leaves double 16. Tidy finish from EJ, wraps up a 21 dart, hold of throw to open up. He's halfway there already.
And for those of you who have just tuned in, we're in the knockout phase of the Dosh Adriatic Friday Night Darts. So win from here or you are out. It's a little bit of confusion there, not sure.
Well, the scoreboard's just not doing the thing. He definitely took it out. And there it goes. Clint fires back with the first start in the treble.
85.
Massive visit from EJ on the treble 19s. Down to 224 after 9.
95.
This is really interesting. Both opened the match on 19s. We're all right. Switched up to the 20s and found heaps more success. Both a bit on the 20s, been a bit off. Not too bad though. Go to the 19s and bang them in. Anything you can do, I can do. Almost try it as good.
Happy New Year to Papas Marcos.
81.
Great year to come, he reckons. Let's hope.
60.
Geez, someone's not happy at the back there. 18 for tops for EJ Dryden. Oh, not quite. Be a big 116 for Clint.
Oh, the 60's good. 16 is good. Tops will do.
Oh,
He doesn't quite take it.
EJ Dryden, double 10 for a spot in the top 16. Double 5. Ooh. Getting a bit dicey. Tops. Couldn't be much closer. Oh, got further away, in fact.
Here you know.
Awkward number here for EJ.
Three.
Could have had worse markers at the double one, but doesn't come together. Double 10 for Clint. There it is. Last leg decider. And
Is it EJ now?
as we head into that, I will confirm that Brandon Weaning has gotten the 6-0 win over Dylan Dowling and finds himself into the top 64 of UK Q School, day number 2. Tidy 82 average, so Dylan's 76. Not earth-shattering, but didn't really need it to be.
117. 7-9.
Anyone's guess where they're going to go.
$57.
And as the party's gone a bit quiet on Facebook, we have our first YouTube comment of the night from Phoenix. You got to watch her. Well, we've got a few, but good to see you commenting, Phoenix.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, do all that stuff. Makes it easy to find the streams when you want to watch something that's on.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we stream every Friday night, the Sterling Adriatic Centre, for the Dosh Friday night darts. Had a little breaky poo over Christmas, but apart from that, didn't miss one all year. Oh,
Yeah,
170's not going.
$138 for EJ. Leaves tops. 142 for Clint. Starts with the 19s. Interesting choice. Certainly not a wrong choice, just an interesting one. Tops for EJ. Double 10. Oh, double 5. Oh, I was about to say, is it more double trouble for EJ, but almost, but not quite, and he gets the job done and finds himself into the top 16 of tonight's comp. Big Lindsay there, walking back from the chalkboard. And, well, Phoenix says, where is this? Seems very Australian. Very Australian it is indeed, mate. It's comp in the inner north side of Perth, Stirling, in the Stirling Adriatic Centre. That guy next to me there, he is, well, he's down in Mandurah, in a bit away from Perth, a bit south, and I'm over in Brisbane, well, Ipswich of Queensland.
Oh,
It's
you're in
very
Ipswich.
Australian. Yeah? You looked as though there was a punchline there.
No. It surprised me.
Fair enough. I was going to say you've said stuff to my house before, but I guess
Yeah,
the
I have,
suburb
but
name would indicate Ipswich, I guess.
it wasn't Ipswich. Yeah, the suburb name doesn't say Ipswich. So
No, it's Ipswich is big enough to have
don't
more
say it,
suburbs.
don't say it because you end up with
Yeah.
a visitor.
No. I was just going to say Ipswich is a big enough place to have more suburbs than North Ipswich, South Ipswich, West and
Oh.
East Ipswich.
Chris Bradley's madly Googling Ipswich right now.
Mate, there's an Ipswich in the UK. He's probably already in his car heading there.
Classic.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
rightio.
that
So-
Ipswich, Chris.
Let's run through the draw. Well,
Sounds
I'll just
good.
refresh
I
it
noticed
first,
something interesting, but we'll get to that when we get there.
All right, 2 seconds. Put this up here.
So, Killian Gibney got the win 2-0 over Damien Stack and will face Dion Wyatt next. Dave Platt, the impatient bugger, has already beaten Neil Francis 2-0. Finds himself into the quarterfinals. Josh Borovina still awaiting the winner of Simon Nurek and Matt Moody. Nino Galunic has gotten over Anton Sock and now faces Garod Carmody. EJ Dryden, who we just saw get over Clint Austin, will next up face Rick Jenkins. Lindsay Haji takes on Julie Lewis. Cory Grenfell gets the win over Leon Andre, and we will not see the even bigger beard to be feared tonight as Cory takes on Tom Wiley. And Dylan Walsh and Spencer Santarometer round out the draw. What was board number 5? Oh, Dion White, Killian Gibney. It's a good game.
Nice. They're at the board now warming up, so we'll... there's handshaking going on, so... flex the old jaw muscle.
Yeah, it's looking very chiseled with the beard shaven. Very defined. Mr. Wyatt.
We're away.
Ooh. Double 3 for Killian. Rounds out a visit of 44.
Rory Harper asks, where do you play club darts, Declan?
Where do I play club darts? I
Correct.
don't play club darts, mate. No, I haven't for a good few years. I grew up in Toowoomba, so I used to play club darts there. And pretty much when I moved to Brisbane, I didn't really play any club darts. I played soft tip till COVID hit, and I just play darts at home and give the old boy a game every now and then. And sometimes if I'm really feeling in the mood, I'll jump into a comp. But yeah, no club darts.
81.
Oh, righto, Rory. Your son lives near Ipswich and wants to play. Well, I can give recommendations on clubs. I just don't personally play at a club. So there is Ipswich Darts Association. I'm not too familiar with who plays out of there. I think there is a few pub teams at a few of the pubs, but the venue that I'm most familiar with is West Moreton Darts. And that's where quite a few of the DQ comps throughout the year are held, some of the zone opens and things like that. So, yeah, check out West Moreton Darts Club and Ipswich Darts Association. Some recommendations. But there's also plenty of other great clubs, a little bit closer to the city, and it's not far down the highway, but yeah.
Where's GG's club?
He's Carroll Park, and so that's probably 15 minutes down the highway from West Moreton, maybe 20. It's another great little club. You got a Nail of Darts and other clubs around as well.
Ooh.
A bust for Killian. Tops for Dion. There we
Boom.
go. What a big 4 darts.
Yeah, well, he hit the, perhaps fortuitously hit the 21 instead of the 57 there on the 141 combo.
Yeah, very, making the most of that miss. Obviously, a 3-dart 141 would have been nice, but hey, 4 darts are still good enough to get in the leg.
Speaking of darting superstars, Shane Hayward's just jumped in to check out the darts. We saw Shane play in the Modus Super Series last week. Was it last week or the week before?
The Super Series or the Global Championship?
It was the Global Championship. I stand corrected. ADC Global Championship.
Yeah, he gave the old boy a hiding. No, but played really good darts. It was great to see. I was going to tell a story the other day when we were talking about Shane, because he commented, and you were talking about how it was great to see his development as a player and whatever else. And I was going to tell the story of when he first played on Dartstream Live. We had, a bunch of UK people bringing in players they know, and nobody was able to tell us anything about the Shane Haywood guy who was playing some ripper darts.
No one knew him.
People.
No one knew him.
And obviously we were pretty vigilant on, online darts is full of cheats and whatnot. And so I was like, can you confirm this guy's like legit? And none of us knew him. So we had to sit in and watch a couple of games, and yeah, he was bloody legit. And now we know what he can do on the stage.
It's a real deal, all right.
Yeah.
I've stayed friends with Shane over the years, messaged him, just randomly every now and again we'll say good day to each other.
Yeah.
There were a lot of the comments I noticed on the stream, they were saying on the ADC/motor stream, looks like another Rob Cross.
There's still a few similarities. I mean, the biggest being shiny bald head.
Oh, there was one stage when Shane was playing your dad and what's the marker's name? The bald guy.
Paul
Anyway,
Hinks.
there was Paul Hinks, and there was not a bit of hair to be seen on that stage, apart from the ones coming out their nose.
Oh,
Big.
Dion, 5-5 singles and double 10. There you go. I mean, hey, whatever adds up to the score you got left and ends on a double. Dion Wyatt through to the quarterfinals at tonight's comp. There you go. That was very quick. So I'm guessing there's probably not a lot of other results, maybe one or two that are done, but there's probably quite a few other top 16 games still going. Dwayne Turner, the D train, has jumped in. We've seen Dwayne here at Sterling Adriatic one time, and he is no relation to comp regular Bob Turner, like I mistakenly said multiple occasions last year, but we live and learn. Jack Bumworth gives us a wave. Good to see you playing tonight, Jack. Unfortunately, couldn't get the win under your belt to get through, but is what it is. Take it on the chin and come back next week, mate.
And actually, Jack's picking up my Dosh Darts shirt tonight. Cheers, mate.
Well, probably not the conversation to have on the stream, but I was going to order one as well and get you to grab it for me. And next time we send some stuff to each other, bundle it in.
Oh, yep.
Might.
Well, you can probably organise it tonight. I know he's got some shirts there, whether he's just got the ones that people have organised to pick up or not. But you might be able to do that tonight. Obviously, Platty's still playing, so you won't be. Probably not going to be messaging you, but.
Yeah, I don't know, Jacko. You're probably still listening. You hanging around till the end of the night, or you heading off? If you're heading off already, don't let me stop you.
Well,
got a couple of free shirts, he reckons.
He's going to get JK's shirt. He's got JK's and Dino's shirt, so he's probably going to just give you one of them. Perfect.
G'day, the other bull. Our second favourite bull these days. We don't see enough of you, Mel. Says, hello, gentlemen and ladies. Good to see you.
Awesome. Yeah, g'day, Mel. Long time no see. Actually, I haven't spoken to Mel for ages. So, because Tash puts a fair bit of stuff up on Facebook, sort of, I feel like we're in touch because I just see what he's doing all the time. But there's no one up on the streaming board at the moment. But
well, Mel and Tash were in town, Brisbane, the other week. They were on holiday and caught up with them. Had dinner and.
Did you?
Good to catch up.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Oh well, our whole family did. I was just the tag along. Didn't even get a free dinner out of it. Nah, that's all. But no, it was good to catch up, and we had the adventures of picking an ice cream joint in South Bank. There's a few to choose from.
All right. Just
I'll
do a
catch
quick,
up on the... Oh, yeah.
sorry, quick run through.
Yep, so we saw Dion Wyatt 2-0 over Killian Gibney, and Dave Platt, Mr. Impatient, had already demolished Neil Francis 2-0 before the rest of the round even begun. Josh Borovina, Simon Nurik still going, Garod, Carpentry, Nino, Galunic still going. Rick Jenkins, EJ Dryden, and Lindsay, Haji, Julie Lewis still going. Cory Grenfell has gotten the 2-1 win over Tom Wiley, and Dylan Walsh 2-1 over Spencer Santarometer. So unfortunately, we will not find out what Mr. Santarometer looks like this evening, but hopefully we'll see you back another time.
Oy. Not sure what that noise was in my ears, but...
Okay. I think
Did
it
you
was
hear
just
it?
on your side.
Just
No?
on my side? Okay, cool. Something like a bell ringing.
Well, Dion Wyatt and Dave Platt will meet each other in the quarterfinals. So it'll be a
wonder if we
big
should-
matchup.
Maybe we should flick over to another board, see if there's a game that's early on, or they all be about the same distance through.
You'd
Whoa.
assume...
Oh, you know what it is? It's stars from Dwayne Turner. Just sent 200 stars. Dwayne Turner sent 50 stars. Then he sent 200 stars.
Jeez, mate. Spoiling us. Thanks, mate.
Cheers, buddy.
Yeah, they're all into the second or third leg, so all rounding out. Yeah, there we go. Two of the games just finished, and Nino and Garod is 1-1. So it's that awkward amount of time where it's kind of enough time to make you think you can get there, and then by the time you get there, it's already done.
Righto. Well, let's check out what's happening at the Sterling Adriatic coming up shortly.
Oh, we're back on.
Yeah, Dwayne just sent another 280 stars. Wow, he's just starring us out.
Well,
Crazy.
Thank you very much, mate. And says it's well worth it. Well, much appreciated, Dwayne.
Good on you, mate.
Yeah. I might catch up on some YouTube comments. I missed a few. So Phoenix lets us know that he's from Brisbane too. This is pretty much neighbours. Been a old mate dart guy with a few of the boys for years. Got the basic Diamond Plus setup, throwing around the 44 average with the dart counter app. The places I was mentioning, the dart clubs, are close, but he wants a couple more, 6 more months before he heads to comp, and he'll stick to lawn bowls. Look, even at a 44 average, head to your local club, give it a whirl. You know, there'll be a team looking for a player sometime, and you'd be surprised with a 44 average. You're probably not too far off the mark, and you know, some of the lower grades, you just have a bit of fun with it, and before you know it, you'll be playing better darts. DJ Danzas Xmas, evening all, happy 2025. Great to see Dosh back in action on a Friday night. Great to be back, and great to have you along, mate.
Caden Milne is 5-all at the moment with Jeffrey Sparadans, and that is a top 64 game. So into the top 32 if he can crack this leg.
Of course, there's not a full 128 because one player got a card yesterday. So
yeah, straight
Caden
through.
must have been the one lucky player to get a bye.
And we're talking about PDC European Q School to try and pick up a tour card.
Yeah. It makes sense now because I was looking earlier this morning and I saw that Brandon and Simon both won 2 matches but only had 1 point each. And I'm thinking, it's a 128 bracket, it's full. Why is it not worth a point? And then now it's just clicked. Because it's not a full bracket for the whole duration. And so in the events like today, the points come from the first complete round, which is the top 64. Oh, and Simon Whitlock is 5-0 down to Mark McGeeney. That's not looking good for the Wizard. Mark is just shy of a ton average. The Wizard back into the mid-80s. Has 58, though, to get a look on the board. I didn't know Mervyn King lost his tour card. There you go.
And players just warming up at the moment. See big Lindsay Haji there at the board. Dave Platt in the background. EJ having a warm up.
Well, this is going to be a big match. These two are good mates, travel buddies, and no stranger to each other on the dartboard. And this is where a lot of players either really tend to turn it on or struggle to pull it out. And it really, I guess, tells you a bit about the relationship between the mates and the way they approach the game. I guess we'll see. Sometimes you feel you're most comfortable playing your mates, and sometimes you don't want to batter them too hard.
Well, Lindsay, as nice a guy as he is, has no problem belting up opponents.
Yeah, for sure.
And we're away. EJ kicks off with a ton. Oh, he's in and he's in.
Oh. Well, Dueno chimes in with probably what a lot of people were thinking. Money on Lindsay, but EJ certainly started out very strong. Lindsay kind of easing into it. And I think we are still first 2 legs in the quarterfinal stage. It's not until the semi-finals where the format starts to extend out, getting to first to 4 in the final.
EJ's looking hot. Look at this. He knows
He's on a 12.
Knows he's got a challenge on his hands with Lindsay Haji. If Lindsay starts getting on, it's going to make it difficult. It's still first to 2 legs.
Yeah. But see, with this short format, it's easy to rattle off 2 legs, but it's also easy to fall into the trap of, well, I'm halfway there. I can take the foot off the gas pedal a little bit. And with a player like Lindsay, if EJ gets over the line in this leg, certainly EJ needs to really just keep up the pace and keep playing like this. Lindsay slowly gravitating back towards the trebles.
It's high. That one's on the board.
Tidy 14 dart hold of throat. Lindsay now with the darts needs to come out of the gates firing. Dueno says, could have said his last name, but who knows how to pronounce it. I mean, it's on the screen, as is his first name, but you know. I believe it's Haji Ali.
It is Haji Ali. The Haj.
How I say it anyway, and he's not corrected me. There we go. That's the Lindsay we know. Big ton 40. EJ with the 45 opener. Follows it with a ton. Just got to keep steady and consistent. But I feel like that may not even be enough with, well, if Lindsay can keep firing from here. And he's in again. And again. Ooh. Lindsay now on a potential 12 data of his own.
One 6-1. Got that one out of the way anyway, Declan.
You did?
Oh, it was a bit frustrating for him.
Yeah, for sure. And he does have the buffer. EJ's back on 256. Obviously cannot take that out in this shot. But it's that... it's the thing we always say, like, as much as you've got that buffer, you really don't want to use it unless you have to. And sometimes knowing that you have that and you can use it, it's a bit of a trap. Big 125. Goes for the bullseye and hits the 11. Not the wrong move there at all, just an unfortunate miss. Oh, the 54 would have set up tops. Instead, it is only the single, and 76 remains. EJ 156 for a huge win.
Oh, and the wheels have fallen off a bit for him, Declan.
Hey, look, I don't want to claim to be a psychic, but I said it could happen. And it, well, looks like it's happening. 61 for Lindsay. 25 could be the dart, or 11 for bullseye. 25 is the dart. Double 18 now. Lindsay!
Boom! And that's the leveller.
And EJ has the darts, but certainly a lot less momentum. Look, there was the 3 back-to-back tons that he rattled off there in that leg, but you feel that even though the average is 16...
Did you just have a look at that last set of darts there, and they were just thrown way faster than he was throwing in that set. We've watched a whole bunch more fluidity and rhythm.
Yeah.
And I think, Lindsay's a steady player, and I think maybe EJ got sucked into that rhythm and forgot how he throws the darts.
Yeah. Solid darts, and it's all tons so far in this last leg decider. Ooh. Steel Flight lets us know the Wizard is on the comeback. Oh, he was 5-0 down to Mark McGeeney. It's 5-4. Wizard with the darts to level.
Of course, we're talking about Simon Whitlock playing for another tour card.
Yeah.
In the UK.
Lindsay, in this game on stream, was the first to falter off of the ton path in this leg, but recovered very well with the 125. And a big 136 means he is the first to a finish. 140. EJ up on 216. EJ with the shot now. Straight in, and again. Fill it up. Ooh. $76 is a big amount of pressure to put on Lindsay's shoulders too. It's Lindsay. They're big shoulders.
What pressure?
Tops.
Oh.
What are you doing, Beto? Double 10. Oh, Lindsay! Oh, wow. A phenomenal 12-dart leg to take it after EJ set up 76 after 12 of his own. Hey, I said it in the first leg. EJ started off so strong, but a player like Lindsay, as soon as EJ kind of let the foot off the gas a little bit, Lindsay just didn't let up.
I'm just
That's
laughing
incredible.
about missing that 140 peg.
Yeah.
You know what happened? I was all set for it, and then you said the 76. I was like, shit, I need 16. I thought I'd looked at the wrong score, but I'd actually made 2 mistakes and
Sorry, mate. I should have been more clear.
Not your fault. No, it's not your fault at all. I thought I was right and then second guessed myself, and I thought, well, I was so quick getting down to the 16s, and anyway. Still massive peg, and this is what we come to see, dart fans, these kind of legs. There was a huge leg of darts there from Lindsay to take the win. Not sure what the averages were in that one, but high.
Yeah.
Like B90s, I'd say, for those guys. So this is what happens come through to the when we get through to the knockout phase of the competition.
I've just had a look. EJ had a 96.29. Lindsay had an 89.71. And obviously Lindsay's last 2 legs there were 12 and 18 perhaps, which is 100 average, but the first one was a bit ordinary. So he really did well to pull it up there, and yeah, wow.
Right,
not the kind of figures we see all too often in the Dosh Adriatic. 80s is pretty standard. Dave Platt 2-1 over Dion Wyatt, and heads to the semi-final to play the winner of Simon Nurick and Nino Galunic, still playing at the moment. Then we have...
How far into their game are they? Sorry, it doesn't matter.
1-1. We saw Lindsay get over EJ 2 legs to 1 in a phenomenal match, and Cory Grenfell 2-0 over Dylan Walsh. Hey, Chris Bradley, Cory Hunter still in the comp. Heading into the semi-finals. And Nino Galunic has just wrapped up that 2-1 victory over Simon Nurick. Finds himself in the semis.
And Simon lost on a 1-3-3 peg from McGeaney. In the
wow.
Was a great game of darts there. Those two. I don't think... Have we streamed EJ before? He's been in the comp before, but I don't know if we've streamed him before.
I feel like we might have put him on at the ADC. I don't know about the Dosh nights, though.
Oh, good to have him up there on a Friday night and throwing some great darts as well. Lost a little momentum there, and Lindsay sort of capitalised, but geez, he got out the blocks well in that first leg, and he looked really heaped the pressure onto Lindsay, and it showed. The big fella went to water a little bit, Lindsay, if I'm honest. But came back as he does, pulled it all together and smoked it.
And yeah, like from the offset, saying like games against your good mates are either where you play bit shit or really, really, really good. It turns out that EJ and Lindsay playing against each other are really, really, really good.
Yeah, it was a great game, wasn't it? I'm just going to go back.
Just having a look at EuroQ School. Caden Milne has lost 6-5 to Jeffrey Spiridans. I think with the last time we checked in there, it was pretty close to the end of the match. But Caden has fallen out, and that is the end of the campaign of the Kiwis in today's installment of Q School. But still got Barando in the UK Q School, with Simon having fallen short there, as Ben mentioned, to McGeaney. So all the oceanic hopes of the day are with the big Python, Brandon Weaning.
And just to keep Chris Bradley wet. Looks like Flatty's got something to say in the background there.
All I heard was fucker.
I didn't actually hear anything. I didn't have the sound on, but maybe we'll chuck the sound up and see what's going on over there.
So big Lindsay and Cory Grenfell is going to be our stream game. I don't know if we're going to put on both semis in succession. We could be. The other game, Dave Platt and Galunic, has not got a board allocated. So we could have the double semi special. Oh, God. Should have worded that better.
Declan and Ben's double semi special.
Oh, man. Hey, if we ever need money, I'm sure that'll be a hit on OnlyFans. Chris would just buy 20 accounts to watch it. Anyway, as we're about to head in to the semi-finals, we're on a pretty big high at the moment, really. Good to be good to see what Cory can bring to the big fella, Lindsay.
Scoreboard's still in warm-up mode. It should kick in a minute, Dart fans. The game is underway.
Is it?
Is it? Oh, no, it was... no, they were calling out... I can hear scores getting called. They look like they got game faces on.
Oh, yeah, it's just loaded up for me, and it's a couple of shots in, yeah.
100.
I might do a refresh
I
here.
can... I've got it up here. So Lindsay opened with a 45, followed by a ton. Cory has it a 40, followed by 60. So 356 now for Lindsay.
Ouch. Why you not work?
And a ton. 401 for Cory. $256 now for Lindsay. Massive ton 40 to leave 116 after 12 darts, and Cory back on 356 now.
Lindsay at 116.
Who 85 leaves 271. Lindsay, as you can hear, on to 116. Got Beto's search history there in the in the window. Lucky it's all. Oh, massive 116. Lindsay Haji Ali for a massive 15 dart hold of throw. Lindsay is on fire.
You got any clues for us, Declan?
Maybe try a different browser, mate. Try the old Microsoft Edge or something.
That's what I'm on.
Oh, we'll try Google Chrome. Oh, there we go. That looks better.
Nah, it's just going to blank screen.
140.
It's really weird.
Okay, I've got it on Chrome.
Okay. Sorry, I'll keep you guys posted. So Lindsay opened with a ton 140 and is on 361. Cory opened with 59 and 60, so 382. Plays 361. 45 brings Lindsay to 316. Cory 382. There we go. Back in action. Thank you, Ben. Another visit of 60 for Cory. He's just that bit behind Lindsay, and it is first to 3, so not completely over for Cory if Lindsay does take this leg, but really wants to try and put in as much of a good showing in this leg, just to give himself the opportunities if they do come up. And visits like that aren't quite what he was hoping for, as indicated by the shake of the head. Lindsay on the 156. Touch high. Touch to the right. And a bit low.
Lindsay, 113.
57 for double 18 now. Ooh. Cory's still back on 216, so Lindsay's really got some time, but leaves himself on 32 with a great dart there.
Pressure. Pressure. 100.
Someone's yelling pressure. I don't know how much pressure 116 is to 32, but better than it was.
I think it's a 77. It's hard to see.
Wow.
I'm not sure.
Lindsay's finally started to falter a little bit, and Cory with a big opportunity.
60's good. It's fat 16 for tops. Oh, his face paled with anticipation.
And you can hear the crowd getting a bit rowdy, getting behind Mr. Grenfell, the Ben Hunter lookalike.
Boom.
There we go. Lindsay takes it. 2-0 lead, has the darts in the third. I think Lindsay was just announcing to the crowd that he pegged 32 because they've all been on Cory's side. He's like, yeah, I did this.
He's having a laugh to himself too.
Yeah.
Oh, God, love the guy.
He's good. He is good. Speaking of Cory being your lookalike, that reminds me, I saw this thing, apparently one of the papers in the UK. There's this mechanic bloke who's like in his 30s, and him and his mates reckon he looks like Luke Littler. He looks bloody nothing like him.
Looks
He's got the
nothing
shirt
like him.
on.
Yeah,
Did
I
you
know.
see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
And the papers put him on. Yeah.
The more photos they took of him, the less he
Yeah.
looked like him. It's like, come on, you blokes. Do
Yeah.
better.
Is this the part where we find out that's the blind newspaper written by blind people? Because it's the only way that makes sense. Oh,
Yeah.
Anyone?
just off the wire. But it is only 60 he manages on that visit.
54. Great. That's the first one.
Cory's got his game face on. You see the blood's almost drained from his face a little. His focus is steely.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you've got to really put the game face on and dig in to play a player like Lindsay and, well, in the form like this. 51 to leave double eight. 2.
132. 222.
Still a massive one needed from Cory here to try and put the pressure on. It worked a little bit last time. He went down the bottom of the last and picked up the 57, so he's left to finish. 65 though for Lindsay.
25 is good.
Dangerously close to the ball, but tops.
Boom!
Bang, bang. Thanks for coming. Lindsay, Haji Ali is your first finalist tonight and certainly has played very well to earn his place there tonight. But I suppose we'd expect no less from Big Lindsay, right? Australian rep.
Absolutely.
Everybody knows him. Everybody loves him. We know what he can do. And he's certainly doing it.
Hell yeah. In the meantime, I'm going to work out how to fix a little issue I'm having. But
Well,
no problems here.
all good. Well, Brandon Weaning is warming up now to take on Ted Everts, former long-time tour card holder, and well, he was a pretty well-known player back in the day, and I'm sure he still is, but he's had a little bit of time away from the tour, I think. Big test for Brando.
So, and at the back to the Sterling Adriatic, I think next up we're going to have Nino, Galunic, Dave Platt. Promised to be another good game. Nino has ripped out some great games of darts. I think the whole Sterling Adriatic thing has brought out the best darts in him. He's not a player that you've seen a lot of around the traps in big competitions, and maybe he gets found out a little on his counting as to his lack of experience in the game. As opposed to Dave Platt, a seasoned veteran, been on the big stage, played in the PDC, blah, blah, blah. But Nino has no problems trying to take it to these guys and giving his best shot. And, the big stage of Dartstream Live is something he's become pretty accustomed to, Declan.
Yeah, absolutely. He's, there's a very big crowd of regulars that come to the Dosh Friday nights. And, yeah, like you say, Nino has to be one of the standout performers and sometimes struggles to pull it out consistently, but when he's on, he really brings it to these guys, and this could be another example of that.
He's won the bullseye.
New shirt from Dave Platt. It says treble trainer on it. Don't know what the go is there. Could be an old shirt, to be fair.
He probably forgot to bring my shirt, my Dosh shirt, so he just took his off and gave it to young Jack Bunworth to bring down. No, it's a David Platt shirt, DP.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah? In the second semi, we have a DP.
Stop it, Victor, please.
I don't know who Victor is, mate. Sorry.
Yeah, too old for you.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, comedy. Was it not Comedy Club? What was the show called? Magda Zabansky and I can't remember who the guy was that played Victor. Just played at a seedy old couple.
Right. Okay.
Stop it, Victor, please.
Righto. Yeah, no.
He was a peeping Tom. Victor was a peeping Tom.
Right,
Yeah.
okay. Well, moving on. Some solid darts so far from these two. JK, John Kiley has jumped in. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're going well. Bit late for you to jump in, mate, on a Friday. Thought it'd be past your bedtime by now. Ton for Platty brings him down to 136. Nino is on 102. Good 60 first start. So 6 or a 10. 10 it is for double 16. Ooh. And you can never put a shot like this 136 past Platty. Could switch to the 19s. Doesn't. 3 straight ones leave 76. You have to favour Nino to pin a double 16 here, though. Double 8. Oh, down into the double 16. Hey, he pinned one, just not at the right time.
60's good. That looked into me, but
It did from the camera angle, but on closer inspection, it's out. So another opportunity for Nino. Double 16 again.
guts at that
There
time.
it is. Look, 6 darts at a double is not something you get against Dave Platt very often. Nino was able to make the most of it and at least hit it in the end. Needs to try and tidy up a touch because I'm imagining that Platty's going to come back firing a bit. Solid ton for Platty.
You imagine correctly. You know when Dave finds his rhythm and his groove, the hundreds just roll off the hands. Or he usually drops down and goes, oh, fuck your hundreds, I'll take
And then
the,
goes back up. 212. A nice number to have after 9 darts. Nino still fighting to get under the 400 mark. Picks up his first treble of the leg. Nino can't leave a finish off a 339 as it is a bogey. Takes a bit of a chunk out of it though. Platty leaves himself 90. And all signs point to Platty evening it up here, but a ton from Nino. Knocks on the door, lets him know he's there. 87, 51 for 36. Not going to go. And this is the classic trap of having too much of a lead in the leg, and 57 in 6 darts, and he's still got 60 left, Platty. Really just needs to try and get it done now that he is going to have a chance to come back. And there was 64 on the board, and 90 remaining. He went for the 20s. Leaves himself 70. Oh, and a single 5. Can't hit the big 20. 15 tidies it up for tops. There it is. Got it done before he was made to regret not taking it out earlier. Bit of a slower leg from both. Nino finds the first treble of it. Nino could slip away, with Platty failing to pick up a treble there. Really, the opportunities where he needs to jump ahead while he can. Oh, not like that. There we go. Platty's finding it now. I was gonna say perhaps the gravity of heading into the final is settling in on the two guys, and that's affecting them in this leg. But Platty banging in the 125. Nino is now firing. Goes down the bottom as he's got 211. And what did he pick up on the last? Oh, he picked up the 57 and leaves himself 34. Probably should have gone the 17s, but it's a statement. And Platty has hit 46 off of the 136 and can pretty easily split this 232. He does. Two's good. Taking his second to think about it and brings it just inside. Platty now. Another 25. No, 15 for the bullseye, even though his dart lays on top of it. Oh, I think it's a 13. Had a good crack. It was a 25 for the last dart. Double 8. Yeah, Nino gets it, and wow, we have a game on our hands. Not the most blistering of averages, but it's a scrappy one. It's a hard fight. And Platty, I'm pretty confident, will send us into a last leg decider. JK, this is a semi-final. We saw the first semi-final of Lindsay Haji getting over
Cory Grenfell.
Cory Grenfell. Go. I forgot his name for a sec. And yes, this is the second semi. Going to be a big final. Lindsay had an incredible win against EJ Dryden. Was one of the best matches we've seen on the Dosh Friday nights, just in terms of scoring power and the drama. Platty's on 269. 80 on the board. Switch to the 19s. Oh, no. It's the treble 7. Leaves the 168. I mean, with Nino back on 413, it's really not a massive problem. It's just always nice to leave a finish. $54.54. First one's in. 92 it is to leave 76. And Nino now really just needs a ton on ton 40. It's more than likely inconsequential in the leg, but it'll do wonders for his confidence heading into the final deciding leg if it goes there. There we go. A solid ton. Brings him back closer to getting back into the leg, and also just lets him know he's still got that scoring power. He was going double-double, the cheeky bugger. But 2 18s for tops now. Oh, I think that bounced off the tops wire by the looks of it. Treble would be really good. Not to be, so he still has not left a finish after 15, Nino. And the tops goes for Platty. Big last leg decider here. I believe it is Nino to throw first. Three straight darts. Could be worse, but certainly could be better. May need to be better from here on in. Oh, a 1 from Platty. And a 5. Inconsistency from the baby face. Pulls a incredible scoring leg out of nowhere and not quite following it up quite so well. Awkward. The 31 from Nino certainly wasn't what he needed to do to jump on that. Needs the treble. Not that one. There it is. Platty finds the treble. Nino just needs to keep trying to stay in it. Platty's inconsistency could mean that just staying steady, hitting a treble here or there could be enough to get him down there. Obviously, Platty's going to be trying to make that not the case. Better visit. JK says, Jonathan Platt looks so much younger than his twin. Mate, Dosh is a stressful venture for Mr. Platt, and it's taken its toll on him. David, I mean. Oh, 95, still not a bad visit. Gets him down to 105. Nino on 235. Finds the treble. And another. Fill it up, Nino. Goes down the bottom again. 139. Leaves 96. Brilliant visit. That's exactly what he needed to do to bring him back into contention for the leg. But it is 48 with 2 darts in hand. Tops now, Platty. Oh. 96 for Nino. Huge opportunity. He knows what to go for here. Just below the 60, but should stay there. Maybe tops 36. He was feeling brave, but 2 singles. Leaves himself 36. Platty 3 clear at tops. You have to feel it's going to go. Oh. Oh, double 10. Oh. Leaves 5. Double 18 now, Nino. Oh, gets it! The last dart goes in and Nino Galunic gets the other place in the final and will face Lindsay Haji Ali with a hard-fought win over Dave Platt. All he had to do was stay steady, stay in it, and when the opportunities came, he took the most of them. Wow.
Well, I'm not going to say we preempted it or called it, but we certainly gave Nino a chance because we know what he can do. And Dave Platt was firing early today, this evening, almost in a hurry to get the game over. He held back that semi-final so that we'd get both semi-finals on the stream, which meant that he had quite a long break because he played his quarterfinal early.
Yeah.
So he had a good half an hour break in between, went a bit cold. And, look, Nino was cold as well, same thing. But he had less of a break and made the most of the opportunity. Congratulations, Nino Galunic. You are in the final.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I know in the past he's said that it seemed like we didn't have the highest opinion of him. Hopefully
no, it's not that. He said you guys give me a fair bit of shit. And I think what he was referring to is times when he's made some decisions about what to go for that I'm
quite critical of.
Yeah. I was going to say you're a bit of a cunt sometimes, Declan.
Yeah.
No, you know your way around the board better than most people. Definitely way better than what I do. And as we saw when the shots didn't switch at the right time to the right place, but
I was trying to drop you some hints.
I got it. I know. That was good. Yeah, I know. I heard it. I was like, that is so cool, Declan. Thank you. But
So
as you know, sometimes you're there, but it's two actions to get there, and you know. But,
the computer's not in sync with your head and your hands, and
yep. I'll be focused on this one. A bit more concentration.
Cool. Well, it's going to be a bit longer of a game, best of 7, and perhaps it'll be another minute or two before it starts to get set up and underway. I'm going to go grab another drink. Might as well show off another time what's happening at the Sterling Adriatic Centre.
One more time. You already saw that, I know. Just having a quick squiz through what's going on at Q School. Caden Milne out 6'5" in the top 64. And Big Rig, Ben Robb was out first round, unfortunately. That is the Europeans Q School. We'll have a look over and see what's happening at the the UK Q School event. No, Simon just got knocked out. I think Brando's still in. So Brando weaning at the moment is 5-2 up on Ted Everts. Brando with a 90 average. Ted Everts 86.24. And I'm just going to have a quick squeeze this game. This leg could just about be over. Oh, Brando on 279. Ted Everts on 182. Brando with the darts in hand to throw.
It's an impressive performance over a player of Ted's calibre. Mentioned before, he's one of the faces of PDC darts a few years ago, and the young players that were coming through and fell off of the tour. And for Brando to be 5-2 ahead, and that's a pretty impressive performance from Brandon.
Yeah, and we are just about to get underway with the final. Nino, Galunic, Lindsay, Haji.
First to four, game on, Lindsay to throw.
Officiated by babyface Dave Platt in the venue. Lindsay kicks us off.
JK makes a fair comment there. Amateur level's about bringing the score down, not thinking of leaving something from 302. We ain't that good. Well, I don't know if you can say we, mate. I know you were quite a decent player back in the day, and certainly would have been worth you making counting like that. But no, it's a fair point. Yeah, I guess.
I 100% agree. I 100% agree. I don't. Yeah, look, I think your calls are fine, Declan, but I do agree that you sort of got to play the percentages at your level.
Yeah.
If you're thinking, well, just stick there and I'm going to hit. I might only be hitting 1 out of 4 darts, big treble. But if I do stay there and pick up that big treble rather than switch and try and set something up that I'm probably not going to peg anyway, it can be a percentage play.
Yeah, I mean, just because I'll sit here and say that it's the right way to go doesn't mean I'm going to hit it. And look, I will admit there has been times where I've kind of thought, well, maybe trying to complicate things and go a different way has made me throw worse when I go up and miss the big number and what have you. Yeah, it's certainly about picking your level and where you want to be playing at. I guess I don't know. I just I hate to see opportunities get missed with things like that. That's all. When players like Nino are playing so well, and yeah, missing windows of opportunity. Justin Wood says, "Go the hairy anus, Haji." Well, he is going, indeed. He's got 113 after 15 darts. Nino back on 326, but characteristically being a fair way behind and finding a treble. Saw it a few times, and it's ultimately what saved him in that Platty match. $57 would have given him the dart at double 18, but yeah, the treble 14, leaves 32. Nino's back on 260, so window is wide open for Lindsay.
45, Lindsay, you require 32. Game shot and the first. Nino to throw. Game on.
It's always good having Platty there doing the call. Oi!
Absolutely.
Is that a 9 scored on that dart?
I'm not 100% sure. We'll have a look here.
Don't think so. I think it was a
25.
20 and a 5. Yeah. There you go. I guess from our angle is probably a bit different to what it looked like from Platty's angle.
Can't even see what that was with the mega close-up, but
83.
just in other news, those of you sweating on the outcome of the Brandon Weaning Ted Everts game, Brando is 5-4 up now. Ted Everts making a comeback. Brando with the darts, 291 versus 244. 193 versus 244 now.
Nino starting down the bottom. Oh, big visit. 264 after 9 darts. Three straight ones, but couldn't find his way into the treble. Not far off, though. And they're about evenly matched here in this league. That is another example of unfortunate miscounting or not counting. A 19 there would have left 164. Instead, he is on the bogey 163 as Nino sets up 104. Don't want to be that guy, but had to say something.
85. Nino, you require 104.
Does well, sets up 78. Needed the treble 20 there, and well, a bit further away than he would have wanted to be. 20 for tops.
Nino, you require 62.
Opportunity for Nino. Got the support of the crowd. Double 16.
54. Lindsay, you require 20.
And I will point out, the crowd are not barracking against Lindsay or for his opposition player out of any sort of malice. It's because he's so bloody good that it's good to see an underdog come through. Do you know what I'm saying? It's an extremely popular player in Western Australian darts, or national darts, I would say, but particularly in Western Australia.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
And he definitely is taking the joke. It's not like he thinks, oh, well, you guys have been dicks to me. He thinks it's funny.
Mm. Yeah, we saw it in the semi-final as well. And, you know, Lindsay's been around the block enough times, played enough darts in enough places to be able to take it and have a bit of a laugh about it. And, of course, you know, it's a good bit of fun on a Friday night. Big visit from Nino. JK asks, anyone with a chance of tour card? Well, Brandon still being in today, and if he does get this win against Ted Efforts, puts him in a pretty solid spot. Big Rig's performance yesterday puts him in a really good spot, but the early exit today didn't do him any favours. Simon, having gone out early today, is also quite rough, and young Caden Milne from New Zealand is yet to pick up a game, I believe. Oh, Brando's just taken out Ted Everett 6-5. Ted pushed it all the way to the last leg decider, but it is Brandon who goes through. Big, big career win for Brandon Weaning.
140.
Lindsay sets up the 146. Nino,
99.
solid visit, leaves 102. Be huge for Lindsay to take this. $66 with one dart in hand. What double does he want to leave? Should he get a chance to come back?
110.
Oh,
Like
massive.
double 18.
102.
And it is first to 4 in the final, so
Yeah.
still a little bit of breathing room for Nino Galunic.
Treble 18 or treble 14.
Well,
Or
he's stuck with it.
double 11.
Nothing wrong with that,
22 left.
as long as you know what you got. And he's inside.
Oh,
Lindsay, you require
man, could not have been any closer. Double 18 now for Lindsay. Double 9. Not far off it. There it is.
No.
flag. Nino to throw first. Game on.
Nino has the darts here, and obviously it's do or die. It is a tough position to be in, but at least he has the darts to try and save it.
Oh, he's throwing with some freedom now.
That's a really, really great start. Exactly what he needs to do. And this is just what Lindsay needs to do.
140.
G'day to Sean Kohler on YouTube and Jose Chanto on Facebook, joining in just in time for the final. The slip into the fives there means that they're pretty evenly matched in this leg as well.
Nino is throwing with a lot of freedom in this leg.
And I guess once you hit that, like, it's something that we see reasonably often, right? Is once you hit that point of your opponent being within one of the match in a bit longer format like this or bigger than this, you start to open up, because up until that kind of point, you're like, all right, need to get back in this leg, and it doesn't happen for you. And you kind of hit that point where you're like, well, fuck it. They're that close, I'll just see what happens. And that's where the comeback really starts to be a bit more possible.
Bogey 5. Nino's a real chance this leg now.
45.
Shanghai's on.
120.
This would be huge. The crowd would go absolutely nuts.
60's good. 20's
Tops.
good.
80.
Oh,
Lindsay, you require 91.
for the match. Big Lindsay. Does he go the bullseye? Does he go 17s?
17.
51 for tops. Oh.
Nino, you require 40.
Double 10.
20. Lindsay, you require 20. Game. Shot. And a match. Lindsay has
And there we go. A very well-deserved title for Lindsay after a massive night of fantastic darts. A hard loss there for Nino. He showed some really great stuff in the route to the final and just unfortunately couldn't put enough good visits together and take out the finishes.
So do you want to jump on that cam as well, mate, if you can?
Oh,
just so you
yep.
get the presentations. You're doing a brilliant wrap-up, but I was like, we'll miss the opportunity otherwise. But
Yeah.
Dave Platt handing out the prize money in the venue.
that was interesting. It was like you had a shot in pretty much every leg to win every leg. Yeah. One of the most improved players I've seen ever at Dosh. Nino Galunic.
Trying, mate. It's just not happening.
It goes like that sometimes.
He's a class player. You can't argue with what he just done up there. He does it all the while. Great bloke as well. Yeah, he was great. On your press. Okay, all next week.
I might go a bit slower. Have a quick squeeze around the crowd. Pretty decent crowd for the final here on.
And yeah, to still be
the
there
opening
at
night.
this time of night and still hanging around and watching the final, it's awesome.
Yeah, what is it? 20-11 local time. Yeah, great to see. You got the telly over there with the stream on. Got I believe that's Bob Turner chatting to, I'm guessing, Platty. Dion Wyatt bringing over the other dartboard. And I suppose we're not looking at very much here. We'll go back to the crowd.
Sounds like Dave Platt might be about to make another announcement. Not sure. No? I heard him yelling something out, but...
I don't know. Zoom in on the winners table.
Hold it at the top. And then slide it down.
And really massive credit to Nino Galunic for making it through to another final. And look, the way he went about that game against Dave Platt is a real lesson to players about not getting overwhelmed by the moment, not getting overwhelmed by your opponent, playing your game, and just sticking with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Certainly, yeah, showed the composure of a seasoned player, that's for sure. Dion and Platty there packing up.
And been a bloody good night of darts, Stack.
It has indeed.
There was some ripper standout games there, and EJ and Lindsay, you would have to say, if not, not just the game of the night, perhaps the game of, well, it's definitely the game of the year, but perhaps the game of the Sterling Adriatic so far. It's probably one of the best games we've seen.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tough to call another one that comes to mind. I mean, I know there's been, I remember the final between Gary Stevens and Dave Platt towards the end of last year was quite good, but I'd say that the EJ Lindsay game tops that. Obviously, being the shorter format, it's a little different. Would have been nice to have that as a best of 7 or even beyond, but
they were both getting better too. But EJ just sort of dipped a little bit, and Lindsay capitalised on that. But EJ got off to that good start, and you felt like if there was another leg, EJ was going to come back hard at him. And plus having not just the fact that it's a good game as far as a darts game goes, it's a good rivalry because they came there as mates together.
Yeah,
and does a good battle.
Yeah. And EJ set himself on 76 and Lindsay takes out the 12 dart leg. EJ was really still playing great darts. And, an X leg, it could have gone either way. It could have just been a matter of Lindsay had to throw in that leg and EJ would have come back firing and got ahead again. But, yeah. Quickly, JK's comment there says, don't know if you saw my post yesterday. If no Aussie gets a tour card, who partners Damo in World Cup? Simon or DPA number 1? I don't think there's a way in which the PDC could put Simon in there unless Simon comes back and becomes DPA number 1. As much as all the fans would love to see it, I think it'd be good. I just don't see with the way that the PDC is structured. I'm pretty sure every other country in the world, it's highest ranked tour card holders and then highest ranked in the home league, like home table. And you look at New Zealand, I guess it's a different comparison because it's not like there's been a lot of occasions where there's a country with an ex-tour card holder and not another active. But I don't know, you look at New Zealand and they would select the highest ranked on their circuit, and in the case of last year it was Hopai, who had the tour card, and Big Rig, who was highest ranked locally. I think the best decision overall would be DPA number 1, because the World Cup's May or something, so I'd say DPA number 1 after the March or April event would probably be called. Give them a month or two to get settled in and get prepared to head over. And yeah, I mean, we love Simon. We love watching him in the green and gold and repping for the World Cup. But I'd also like to see, a new face, a GG Mathers, a Joe Comito, Mild Man.
I've not. I was just trying to think today. I've not seen an Australian play in the World Cup as well as Simon for many, many years. I'm just trying to think, did Kyle outshine Simon in a World Cup at one point? I don't think so. I think Simon has been the dominant player in our World Cup side for years and years, regardless of where his standing is in the competition. He has always been Australia's top World Cup player for as long as I can remember.
Yeah, it's a fair point.
I don't think Kyle ever outshone him. Damo certainly hasn't, even though Damo's been playing better darts. He's certainly not outshone him in the World Cup. It's always been Simon has been the backbone of that side. I don't see how you can possibly leave him out.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, the PDC is a money-making organisation, right? And as much as it's about the darts, the fans want to see Simon. The vast majority of the fans want to see Simon, and I doubt there'd be many complaints if it did happen that way. Interesting comment from Leilana Robb. When Cody Harris was having his run on the Challenge Tour, he was living over in the UK and doing quite solid on the Challenge Tour. He was put into the World Cup side, rather than someone locally in New Zealand, which is
Well, the other thing is if you select someone for your World Cup side as an organisation, say DPA or DPNZ or what have you, is it then incumbent on you to help them get over there, pay their way? It's in some respect or not, or is that expected to be on the player?
I don't know. I don't know if it would be a compulsory thing. I think in a lot of cases the organisation would assist because the player is then representing the organisation, but I don't know if there'd be a ruling to make it a compulsory thing.
No, there wouldn't be. I don't think there's. No, certainly don't think there would be a ruling, but I think there would be an expectation of, and I'm not saying that would have an impact on it, but you'd certainly sort of think, well, hang on, we got Simon over there. We'd have to fly someone over. We'd have to organise that. It's a lot easier for a start. Those things may weigh in the decision. I don't know. Well, we're speculating at this stage, aren't we? We don't really know what the go is.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be an interesting one to see, and I don't know if there is a correct decision in it. I think it's ultimately down to those in charge, and I think that if we get to see Simon in another World Cup, fantastic. If there's another Australian playing fantastic darts locally, then it'd be great to see them get a shot. It'd be another opportunity for the players because it's pretty much World Championships and World Series. And so having that opportunity to go to the World Cup as well and put on the green and gold would be a big thing.
Here's one for you, Declan, as well. Not totally off the subject, but Ned Fisher says, as Simon missed out on a tour card after his loss today, the way Q School works really confuses the hell out of me. So did you want to explain that for Ned?
Yeah, sure. So, no, he is certainly not missed out. So it's day 2 today. So out of the 4 days of the final stage, if you go through and win that day outright, you get a tour card automatically. So if Simon has a fantastic day tomorrow or Sunday, he will win a tour card. And then the remaining cards, I don't know exact numbers, but it's a handful in UK and a handful in in Germany. The remaining cards are given out based on overall performance across the last 2 days and the next 2 days. So Simon's yet to pick up Simon only picked up 1 point yesterday and no points today. So he really needs some deep runs across the next few days to get really high on the order of merit and get points. So it's 1 point for a win beyond the top 64. So if you win in the top 64 is 1 point, you win in the top 32 is 2 points, and so on. So yeah, he really needs some quarterfinals if he wants to be in with a shot. And it's not out of the question for him. But like Brandon Weaning had the top 32, the same as Simon yesterday, and has now found himself there again. So I think it's 2 points yesterday and 1 point yesterday and 1 point guaranteed today. He's actually playing Owen Maiden in the top 32 now. But yeah, there's never really an exact science to how many points you need. Normally there'll be a threshold, and then it comes to count back of legs won and lost, and it gets all bit iffy. But basically, if Simon wants a tour card from now, he needs to win one of the days or at least get a semi-final or two. Makes it hard for himself.
And failing that, Declan, is there any tour cards handed out from the Challenge Tour? Could he then go and play the Challenge Tour and get a card from that?
Yep, so he can go and play the Challenge Tour, but he's got to basically play the full year. And at the end of the season, just before the Worlds, the top 1 or 2 get tour cards. But with the Challenge Tour, you've got the Players' Championships events. There's a 128-man knockout, and that's all your tour card holders get invited to each of those. If 3 people want to sit out, Luke Humphries is tired from the Premier League, Gerwyn Price is having a sook, what have you, the remaining spots are filled up by the top ranking players on the Challenge Tour. So if Simon goes to the Challenge Tour events, plays some fantastic darts, and wins a couple of events, sits first, second, third in the order of merit, he'll get the call up to go to the Players' Championships and earn himself PDC ranking prize money. And so Christoph Ratajski, back in when he was coming through, he won a tour card through the Players' Championships events because he got to them by the Challenge Tour. So he was dominating the Challenge Tour, winning those events, getting himself spots in the Players' Championships, and making the most of that, and got himself a tour card without having to go to Q School.
So is there prize money in the Challenge Tour?
Yeah, but it doesn't count to your PDC
But it doesn't
ranking.
count to your ranking. So Simon's already got money in that ranking system, obviously. So what you're saying is that his money from previous would still carry over, and then if he wins it, would have to, because you couldn't win.
I think there's some funky ruling where if someone earns a tour card in a certain way, they start fresh. But I think if Simon gets a tour card at Q School now, he will keep his money. But there is some, I can't remember exactly, but there's some funky rule where if you get, you're right. Ben's choking over there. But yeah, if you get a, I hope you're okay, and I'm not just laughing.
Wrong.
If you get a tour card in a certain way, you then have to reset. But yeah, I've been talking so much that Ned Fish has added a few more comments. So Brandon winning on Mason Whitlock could end up on the Challenge Tour. However, Brandon's playing well today, so could get a card. Yeah, absolutely. And he's, the win against Ted Ebbets shows he's playing at the quality he's got to. Just got to keep that up, really. And it could go either way. It's just a bit of luck of the draw. But he's in a good position to do it over the next few days.
Interesting thing with World Cup as well. That was going back to that conversation. Mm-hmm. You play, the format of the World Cup, you're still playing doubles at a point, right?
Yeah.
Or have they haven't scrapped that, have they? They were talking about changing the format to it all being singles.
Were they? That sounds shit. Because before it was, I'm pretty sure it used to be just doubles. And then until you hit the final or, knockouts or whatever. And I think now it is the singles and then doubles format if you get to the decider. Which, it's all right. I think it's always good to see doubles, but I think it makes it interesting. So I think it's...
Well, a lot of the top players don't perform at all in doubles. Yeah. At all. It's a really interesting... phenomena, if you like, or what do you call it? I can't think of the word for it, but that they might be superb play. I think Gerwin Price was one that, as soon as it was okay in the singles, as soon as it came to playing in the pairs. When I say doubles,
or maybe I got it the wrong way around, JK. So maybe it used to be the singles and doubles format through the round robin, and now it's all doubles. I think you might be right there. It sounds familiar. Anyway.
It's all doubles, yeah. Which does change things a bit. And that's there's one thing where Simon really came to the fore is he didn't drop his game in the doubles. He went better. But it's not our decision. So it will be interesting to see.
We're just keen to see what the decision.
Obviously I'd love to see Joe get a crack. He's DPA number 1, correct? Joe committed? Or is it GG?
No. So Joe was for the 2024 season. 2025 season started in the September event, which Joe would have walked out as number 1 after that. But then there's Albury, Bunbury, and then a couple of more events. And it's really just, if it comes to that, it depends on where they draw the cutoff line. As to the final qualifying event for it. So Joe currently is leading that race.
Yeah, righto. Interesting, because JK points out it'll be the water boy in the heat.
Yeah, Ned
Yeah.
Fisher says it was singles and then a doubles match to decide if there was a tie. Yeah, I think that's what it used to be, and it's now become all doubles. I don't know. I've lost track.
Yeah,
I
know
like the
that-
World Cup. It's a really enjoyable tournament to watch, but it's 3 days or 4 days out of every year. Every other tournament has pretty much the same format, so it's hard to remember what that format is.
Yeah, interesting. Well, we might wrap it up, mate.
Yeah,
Get some
sounds
beauty
good.
sleep.
Yeah,
I'm working
yeah.
tomorrow, so
Oh, there you go. Well, well, hope it's a good day at work.
Hmm.
And not too bad. Well, 11 o'clock for you, wrapping it up.
yeah.
Quick
Going all
night,
right.
thanks to Platt night.
Yeah, and there's some good games. It's awesome. Really good to be back.
Yeah.
And great to have you guys along as well, Dart fans.
Yeah,
And,
been a good night. Great one to open up the year, and keen for a big year for sure.
Absolutely. All right, catch you on the flip side. I've been Ben Hunter. This is me mate Declan Bailey, and we are Dartstream Live. You've been watching the Dosh Adriatic Friday Night Darts live from the Sterling Adriatic Centre, 78 Jones Street. Catch you next week.
Ladies and gentlemen, former PDC star David Babyface Platt heads up Dosh to present the Dosh Adriatic Friday Night Darts.
Everyone's welcome every Friday night to play for cash, play for fun. The Sterling Adriatic Centre, WA.
Everyone welcome, come on down. All money paid out on the night. Weekly KCA jackpot of $2.5 grand plus play your
What
card
a
right
game on our
cash
hands,
prize.
ladies and gentlemen. It is one apiece. Nino, Galunic, Tom Wiley. Two of the big heavy hitters of the Dosh Adriatic Friday Night Darts.
Electronic scoring on Darts Connect and the final streamed live on DSL. Each night we're going to host a round robin into knockout. Doors open at 6:30. Nominate by 7 o'clock for a 7:30 start.